Welcome back to another episode of my Tulane Green Wave Dynasty here on College Football 25. And we're going to be starting year three, the 2026 season here, going on the road to take on the Duke Blue Devils. We beat up on Duke last year, and there are a lot of the same players. So we will take a look at their roster and we'll get the game started. So in the last episode, I previewed our roster. I did look over Duke's then, so this would kind of just be a refresher. But starting a lot of freshmen for us, definitely excited to see how they develop and maybe, just seeing if they can be the next wave of great players for us. So Malik Murphy is back as the starting quarterback here for Duke. Good athlete, definitely more of a passer than he is a runner. He's done a nice job of taking care of the football the last 2 years, but completion percentage dropped down, yards per attempt dropped way down last year, and his rushing totals also dropped down. So definitely regressed as a junior from a statistical perspective anyway, but he's developed pretty well in this series and is getting a nice boost. At running back, he has Travis Bates, another senior there behind him. Not really great speed. Marquise Collins, though, does provide pretty good burst. See how much he gets used, and then it would be Niles Cherry, I would guess, would be the third running back up if it comes to that. At wide receiver, they have Jake Taylor, Spencer Jones, Brett Stinson, Trent Timmerman, and Derek Parker Bragg as their top five. Pretty solid group. Taylor is really slow, but is a big body type guy with excellent catching traffic, excellent hands in general. Just kind of a big body, jump up and go get it, or just giving him the ball over the middle. He's going to catch it. Spencer Jones is definitely a more athletic guy. Not as big, quite as big as Taylor, certainly not near as thick, but is their fastest wide receiver, at least amongst the guys that I'm expecting to play, so kind of their big threat guy. Brett Stinson is probably going to be operating out of the slot. Trent Timmerman, another good speed. All these guys have pretty good size. Nobody's really all that small. Parker Bragg is a little on the smaller side, but again, has some explosiveness to his game. At tight end, they have Vance Bolyard and Jeremiah Hasley. Two solid tight ends there for sure. Neither one of them are super athletic, but pretty solid. Two really good left tackles here in Jack Small and Ron Edwards. One of them, I'm sure, is going to be playing over Ben Norwood here at left guard. Howie Jarrett at center, pretty solid player. Devontae Wilson, pretty good here at right guard as well. And Brian Parker, their best player on the team, is a really good right tackle. So as long as they're not starting Norwood here at left guard, the offensive line is definitely in a really good spot for them. Moving over to the defense, you have Wesley Williams and Kobe Smith at left end being two pretty good high-end players. You got Kevin O'Connor and Kyle Yazzie here at right end. Defensive tackle, you got David Anderson, Terry Simmons, and Rico Best, along with Kyle McCargo as their focal points. All these guys are pretty good players, some different, physical abilities, some being more athletic than others, but pretty good size kind of across that. Jeremiah Newell here at left outside linebacker. Got Emmett Azalea behind him. It's a pretty cool name there. I don't think I've ever seen that one on here. But really good player there in Newell. Derek Brown's a pretty good linebacker. They really have nice boosts to their linebacker groups here as he jumps up from a 78 to an 83. Julius Morgan, Kamari Smith would probably be the main three guys there. DeMarco's their best athlete, but not expecting him to play a whole lot. Kendall Johnson, Lorenzo Lashley, and Spencer Catula here right outside linebacker. Again, pretty good group. Really good athleticism in this group here for sure. Got Kamari Robinson, Sherwin McKee, Monty Lowry, Musa Kane, excellent speed, 99. See how often he gets on the field. And then we got Quentin Ajiro. So a pretty good group of corners. No real standouts outside of Robinson, but definitely got a speedy guy here in Kane. They got pretty good speed in general. Free safety, Chris Flowers, Deshaun Stone, and Leon Griffin is their top three. Pretty good group there. And strong safety, you got Kenzie Paul and Dylan Kenyon. So a pretty good overall team with a solid kicker here in Brandon Moore and a good punter in Cade Reynoldsson. I think it's a better Duke team than kind of what you expect. I think they can give us some problems. We are taking this game on the road as the number 18 team in the country. with a true freshman quarterback, a true freshman running back, a true freshman wide receiver playing significant snaps, a redshirt freshman starting at both safety spots. So definitely is going to be interesting to see how all this ends up playing out. But we have a lot of youth that are going to be playing meaningful minutes for us. You see Maxwell Jordan will be starting at strong safety. Let me make sure that I think I want to have Palmer playing a pretty good bit as the backup for both of these spots. Junior is a solid player. I just like Jordan's game a little bit better there. But yeah, I think we are ready to get things going, and let's see how the freshmen play. Again, we are traveling to Duke for the first game of year 3. We are certainly a better overall team than they are, but still got to get it done on the road. Let's rock something a little different for them. I think we'll give them the all black. I like that look. And here we go, starting off year 3. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Like and subscribe if you do like the content. It does help out the channel. Trying to post 4 or 5 videos a week between this, the Georgia Bulldogs Dynasty, and the Atlanta Hawks franchise on NBA 2K25. Really enjoying getting into all these series. And thank you guys so much for tuning in. But let's get year 3 going here. Playing the Duke Blue Devils. We did beat them pretty well last year. And certainly hoping for a repeat of that. With a lot of youth traveling on the road, you never know exactly what to expect. The loss of Ty Thompson, the loss of Mario Williams, the loss of Mekhi Hughes, you're losing your big 3 players that we've had throughout the first 2 years of the Dynasty. And we will be starting off on defense to begin year 3 here in Wallace Wade Stadium. That one's going to be taken for a touchback. The Blue Devils will start off at their own 25 as you see Malik Murphy. 99 throw power, good play action guy. Accuracies are all good, and he's just fast enough to provide problems for you if you let him. They will come out 3 wide receivers and a tight end on the field, and it will be a run on the first snap of the season. And Bates takes that for a gain of 7, and they are already off and running. See how aggressive this Tulane defense wants to get. Going to be a pass over to the left side. It is completed, and Duke has already gotten their first down of the season. Kind of a double stack look here. It is going to be a pass out of it. Throws that over to the left side, hits his receiver in the hip. Stinson, who did get the first down catch, does not catch that one. Now we're going 4 wide receivers. This time Murphy with Bates in the backfield. It's a play action to Bates. Dumps it off wide open receiver. Stinson catches it as a gain of 5. Ended up not being a great pass, but it does work, and it is completion. 3rd and 5. Can Tulane get off the field here? And he's going to be surrounded. Quincy Wiggins leads the way along with Cade Olson to bring down Malik Murphy for a 13-yard sack. And Tulane is going to get off the field and force a punt. Quincy Wiggins was your National Defensive Player of the Year last year and gets off to an early start in the sack category this season. And Tulane, with their true freshman quarterback, are going to get what should be solid field position here. Is Bueno, the 99-speed freshman, catches the punt but is wrapped up right there at the 26. And we do see Alec Eilmanor, of course, should be the entire focal point of this offense. Led the country in receiving last year. And I'm sure they're going to try to do the same with him this season. And here we see Salisi Chin, the true freshman quarterback. 2 tight ends on the field. They send Bueno in motion, and it is a jet pass to him. Bueno's got good speed, and he takes it for a first down. Really good opening play there for Tulane. And now Wildcat, we did not see this from them at all last year, but Browning sends Barnes in motion. It is going to be a reverse flea flicker, and Alec Eilmanor is going to score a touchdown on the first real pass of Chin's career on the reverse Wildcat pass. Almanor running all by himself down the field. Duke unable. They were just unsure of what was going on, and Chin barely able to get that pass off, and Alec Almanor gets off to a sensational start here as a senior, one of the best wide receivers in all of college football. Could not have been any easier for him, and Tulane is up 7-0 early on. Now kick gets booted away here again. Will Duke attempt to return this one? He is slammed down at the 18, should have taken the touchback. And Malik Murphy and Duke answer. That was an extremely quick score for the Green Wave. This is going to be a carry to base over to the right side, but Quincy Wiggins. They're going to use Wiggins on both sides of the line this year after largely lining up over the left tackles last year. And he is back over the left side. Want to maneuver him around a little bit, and Bates able to get a nice hold, does step out of bounds there. Very good carry there for him. Ends up setting up a 3rd and 1. Let's see what Duke decides to do. They shift it now, have the tight end back on the left side. Going to be a carry to Bates. He is wrapped up, does get a first down though. What an exciting start for Tulane. Big touchdown pass for Chin. We have not ever seen them run that play, and it worked to absolute perfection. Malik Murphy ends up scrambling around long enough to find an open receiver. That will be a first down for the Blue Devils. Kilgo left his spot there. Murphy able to scramble around enough to buy time for that as Chris Rogers and Wiggins wrap up Bates there right at the line of scrimmage. And a 4 wide tight end though in the slot. Murphy drops back to pass. He's going to get hit, has to essentially just throw that ball away. Gets hit right as he goes to throw, and it now sets up a 3rd and 10. A dime look here for Tulane. 4 wide receivers. It is just going to be a draw play that gets 8, but Duke is going to have to punt it away again. Tulane could not have asked for a better start here on the road. And that is ended up not being a great punt. Tulane will start off at their own 25. And they now come out in a 2 tight end look again here. Eric Browning, the 5-star running back, is going to get the first carry of the game, the #1 running back in the country this past year from Louisiana. First carry of his career goes for 2 yards, and they stick in this formation. Chin able to get somebody to jump. Don't know if they're going to call it. It goes to Browning again. He just gets a yard, though. Let's see how Tulane wants to go about this with a true freshman quarterback. Chin takes the snap, drops back to pass. He's going to throw this underneath to Bueno. The freshman is not going to get the first down. Tulane is going to punt this one away. Carroll is out there, the senior punter. Boots it away. Duke's going to get decent field position here. They're going to start off at their own 33. First and 10 for Murphy. In this offense, they go 4 wide. It's going to be another handoff to Bates. Nope, they drop back to pass. Gets a quick out route. Magruder couldn't quite jump that in time. Stinson already with his 3rd catch of the day. This is going to be an option over to the left. Murphy ends up getting a first down, but there is a flag on the play. It looks like it's going to be called on Harris for holding, and it is. That is going to back up the Blue Devils now, essentially back where they started, except it is a 2nd down. It's going to be a carry to Bates. Rogers unable to get off the block. That leads to a first down run. Duke is moving people there along the line, some in this run game for sure. to the left side. Bates is able to get a little bit there before he finally gets wrapped up. It ends up being a gain of 5 as he gets hit forward. 2nd and 5 here. They are switching things up. 4 wide, got a wide receiver in there at tight end, and that is going to be a pass over to him, but it falls incomplete. Ivory in coverage. Sets us up with a 3rd and 5 now. Field goal, and Rogers, of course, going to be manning our sub linebacker group as they did a year ago, and Murphy's trying to scramble and throws it away, and Duke is going to have to punt it away again. Tulane's defense playing very well so far. That one, again, not a great punt. This time they will take over at the 31. They are going to go 5 wide here. Chin takes the snap. Going to get this to Ilemanner over the middle. He's able to break the first tackle on Ilemanner. Runs forward, ends up making that a gain of 9. Chin, 4 for 4 for 91 yards early. They go 4 wide here. Preston and Preen in the slot. Going to be a carry to Browning. Ends up being a bit of a rush down the right side. Tries to go out wide, but Kobe Smith able to chase him down. We are now looking at a 3rd and 5. Failed to convert it last time. Can they be successful this time? Chin takes the snap. I'm going to try to throw this one wide. That one should have been picked off. Chin manages to get away with his first mistake of his collegiate career there. Just misreading the defense. Tulane has to punt it away. So far, the run game has been not so great. First 3 carries of Browning's career going for negative yardage. 2 tight end look here for Duke, but they're on the same side as the running back. This may be a pull situation. They do send a receiver in motion. It's still going to be a handoff to Bates, and he still gets good rushing room, and he fumbles. Tulane picks it up. I don't know if Bates was down, but as of right now, it is Jeremiah Jolly with a fumble recovery. The redshirt freshman in the right place at the right time, but I don't know if that is going to stick. And they do not challenge it. No review. Chin. It's a handoff to Browning. Browning. It's a gain of 4. I do think with Browning, you're probably going to see more of the screen game with him than you maybe even did with Hughes. Chin drops back and takes the snap. He's going to try to go over the top to his tight end. That one falls incomplete. Myrtle's a guy they became impressed with over fall camp. Going to try to give him some opportunities to make plays, I think, this year. 3rd and 6. Certainly are just trying not to make a big mistake here. Chin takes the snap, gets his receiver. Should have gone to the tight end there. It is a catch for Bueno, but Tulane is going to have to kick it, and they do have a new kicker this year. The kick is up, and it is good. Tulane now up 10-0. Green Wave off to a pretty solid start. The offense has been a little hit or miss. They did create, of course, the big play to Ilemanner on the Wildcat play. But other than that, it's been kind of sticky. Have not run the ball super well. See how they adjust to that. It's a handoff to Bates as Maxwell Jordan, the other redshirt freshman safety, comes up and makes a play there right at the line of scrimmage. But Duke is still going to hurry it up. See what Murphy, the offensive side, to do. Is going to be a quick RPO out to the tight end. Decent gain of 4 there. Of course, they hurry it up again. They do the double stack, but it is a pass. Tries to get it out wide, but it falls incomplete. Really nice play there by Alton Smith, who did not pick off a pass last year. That had over double the deflections of anybody else on the roster. He's been a really good starter for us. Just wish he maybe was a little bit better and ball skills. Bueno is able to catch this one, but cannot utilize his speed to break away again. First and 10, and Tulane comes out 4 wide. Chin takes the snap. They set up a screen to Browning, who's got some blocking. He can finally show off the burst. He gets a first down there. And that'll be the end of the first quarter. The Green Wave up 10-0 here early on. Certainly have looked good in spots. The defense is looking really good, but the running department has not been great. And then add on the fact that the pass game has largely just been the big one huge play. Definitely some things to work on. And they come out here with a 3 wide look. Chin takes the snap. Going to try to set a jailbreak screen out there to Almaner. He does catch it, could not get wide, trips up. It was a gain of 4. Be interested to see kind of how much they end up trying to attack with the RPO game this year. A big part of the passing offense the last couple of years has been the intermediate passing game, which is not a strength of Chin's. 2nd and 6, Chin's going to take it. He's going to roll out wide, get it quickly to his tight end, but ends up only being a gain of 2. Sets up a 3rd and 4. This time they come out with a 3 wide look. Almaner all by himself on the left side. Chin takes the snap. Going to throw this one wide to Almaner. Hits him perfectly in stride. That is a first down. Almaner, of course, already at 4 catches, 89 yards. He is going to be the focal point of this passing offense. Chin, this time it's just a carry to Browning. Trying maybe a little too hard to make big plays here. Sticking that same formation. 3 wide receivers. Chin takes the snap. Got a dump off, gets it to Almaner. Tries to get a block from his tight end, only ends up being a gain of 4, but it does set up a 3rd and 6. See what they can maybe try to create here. Chin takes the snap, gets immediate pressure, just dumps it off to Almaner in the middle of the field. Tulane will take their field goal attempt here, or will they? As it looks like here at the 29, they are debating. Helmke has good kick power, though. You're on the road. I think Tulane is just going to at least try to get their points here. As the kick is up, and it is good. Tulane is up 13-0 with a true freshman starting quarterback. Having to really lead the offense. There's been very little run game so far. Carroll now out to boot it away again. Duke is desperate to find some offense. Barnes, the backup running back, goes down there and makes a really strong tackle. 2 tight end look here. Murphy takes the snap, gets it out wide. Maxwell Jordan's in a good position there. Spencer Jones was unable to corral that one. Now they go with an empty look here. See if they maybe run Murphy. Again, not a spectacular athlete, and they do decide to run him. He gets brought down there, just a gain of 2. Now they do bring Stinson in the backfield with him. Spencer Jones over on the right side by himself. Back to pass, and he's going to get hit right before he can let go of it. Duke is going to have to punt it away again. Batiste making an impact there with the rush. And yet another punt. Trey Bueno is going to have to call a fair catch on this one. Let's see. Tulane can maybe get this run game going a little bit. 2 tight end look here out of the pistol. Browning just needs to take what he is given, just get up the field. There's a flag on the play. It looks like it's going to be Shadre Hurst called on a holding. Really back up this offense again, and it is. 2nd and 19. They go with a 3 wide look, kind of a stack here over on the left. Chin drops back. Try to set up a screen. This is going to fall incomplete. This is looking like a throwaway possession for the offense without a nice play here pretty quickly. Let's see what they decide to do here. One deep safety. Chin takes the snap. He's going to get this to Browning, who's got some room to run after the catch there. He gets a gain of 13 on that. Sets up a 3rd and 6. Manageable play here. Now you're kind of waiting on them to take the deep shot again. Chin takes the snap. He's going to get Trey Bueno, who cannot catch it through contact there. The true freshman. Sherwin McKee was able to get a hit on him there and dislodge that ball. Tulane now is going to have to punt it away. He's taking for a fair catch. Maybe he has some room to run there. Not a great punt for Carroll. Here we are again now. Duke taking over at the 31. 2 tight end set. This is a pass. It's it out to the right side. Short completion there to Spencer Jones at number 5. A little bit more base defense here. You see Woodward Jr. and Makai Williams out there. Not great coverage, guys, but certainly serviceable. That is a completion. That is going to be a 1st down. Woodyard's a transfer in from this past offseason. See how much he plays this year. He's going to be a base linebacker for Tulane. Tries to get an RPO out there quickly. Maxwell Jordan continues to make plays from the strong safety spot. We're now looking at a 2nd and 7. It is a double stack look. It's going to be a handoff to Bates. Wiggins at least able to bring him down, but it does set up a 3rd and 3. They're running the ball really well. Have just not been super haven't utilized it. It's been a little inconsistent, but Bates this time gets a big run out to the right side for Jordan, brings him down. He is now at 60 yards rushing. So far been pretty effective. See if they continue to lean on that. 2 tight ends are still out there. Murphy calling an audible on the play now. Throws that underneath. It is caught through contact there from Kai Williams. And a 4. Center receiver in motion. It's going to be a handoff to Bates. Really nice there. Coming off the edge is Ivory. I believe they're getting that tackle. It's going to be a draw play to Bates. He's got room to run again. Rogers does bring him down, and Duke, 4th and inches, they're going to try to get on the board finally. Let's see if Tulane can maybe try to block this one. They do not get a good look, and Duke has made it 13-3. Tulane still in a good spot. Solid drive there for Duke, though. Need to lean a little bit more on that run game, I think, is Trey Bueno. Had to take it, gets wrapped up, does not get to the 20. So far, they have really struggled to run the football. Let's see if that continues here for Browning. 4 wide receiver set. This is going to be a direct snap to him, just a gain of 2. Yeah, so far, they have not shown that they're going to be able to run the football. So how do they adjust off of that? 4 wide set. Ken takes the snap. You get this over to Ilemanner, who catches it, and that's a 1st down. Maybe they just end up running kind of a short passing game as their extension of the run. Chin takes the snap. They set up a screen to Bueno, but he gets tripped up there. It's a gain of 2. We're now about to be hitting the 2-minute warning. Tulane is not going to be able to get another snap off. 2nd and 8. Chin with 4 wide. Takes the snap. Oh, and he's made a bad mistake there. That is going to be a pick 6 for Duke. That is a touchdown. Monty Lowry brings it back Lowry sat there on the route. Chin tried to hit the out route. He read the inside corner. But you got to look out wide. Thought that the corner was going to chase Manor. He did not. That was as easy a pick six as Lowry's going to have in his life. Now, here less than 2 minutes left, Chin has made now his second mistake, but that one he did not get away with. Now all of a sudden was a 13-0 lead. It shrank down to 3 here pretty quickly. Tulane does start the second half off with the ball. Bueno can't really get anything going there. All right, so you need a reset. See what they maybe decide to do here. They decide to go 3 wide. Chin now cold. See him pressing in motion. It's a jet pass to Preston. His first touch of the day, and he's able to get wide. Tries to shake back on the inside, and that does not end up being a first down. Let's see how they decide to attack. They go 3 wide here again, all on the right side, or 3 of them on the right side. Chin drops back, takes the snap. He's going to try to lob ball to the 99 speed. Bueno, who makes a diving catch. Bueno, the true freshman. What a play for him. Let's take a look at that replay. Chin just decides to give him a shot. They ran press. Trey did an okay job getting off of it. The cornerback is really running with him, but as the safety kind of gives them an opening, Chin tries to throw it wide, and Bueno just makes an outstanding diving catch. Puts Tulane in a great spot now. They call their first time out. Can they take advantage of this situation? 1st and 10. Chin takes the snap. And he's going to take a sack there. Didn't really get a throw that he wanted. So takes the sack instead of forcing a pass. Kobe Smith there on that sack. 2nd and 16. We got 40 seconds left in the half. Chin throws a little screen up to Browning. Can he get a little room? And Browning's able to make a splash play there. Tulane will take their second timeout here. I think that's going to end up kind of being the strength, getting the ball to Browning in those kind of situations. Seeing what kind of play he can make. 3rd and 2. Chin takes the snap. He's going to lob this one from Bueno with the 94 catching, but he cannot bring it down. It's now a 4th and 2. There ain't but 23 seconds left. Tulane going to look to kick another field goal here with Helmke, who's been perfect so far. And he is 3 for 3. And Tulane is able to extend their lead. Of course, Hyman ended up getting let go, transferred out. Helmke with the bigger leg. Hyman was good for Tulane last year, but decided he wanted to go to greener pastures. That ends up being not great return there. So Tulane is up 16-0. We have less than 20 seconds left here before the half. You would think Murphy would just hand this ball off, and he runs a read option, actually. Takes it himself. Just gets a gain of 6, and we will go into halftime with Tulane holding a 6-point lead here on the road. The offense has been pretty solid through the air. Of course, the only touchdown they've had has been the one big chunk play on the second snap of the season, Chin to Manor. And Manor's been great so far, but the run game's been really inconsistent. The Chin pick 6 throw that Lowry picked off and brought back has been what has really kept Duke in the game. The offense has been a little lackluster. On 3rd down, we see the big play there from Chin. Manor just wide open, running all by himself. But yeah, have to see if Tulane can get the run game going at all, because right now that is a massive problem. We'll just see this awesome catch here from Bueno. Duke has been able to run the football, but the passing game has been extremely inconsistent, to say the least. Right now, the turnover margin is even, as Tulane was able to force a fumble of Bates. Bueno catches the kickoff and takes it out. Should have taken it for a touchback. Just gets out to the 16. Can Tulane find their run game? Browning so far has really been bottled up. Has been really good in the passing game, though. Chin. It's a carry to Browning. He's got a hole up the middle, and there's another flag on the play. Looks like it is going to be another hold. This one on Landry Cannon, the right guard. That is what you don't need. You have a true freshman quarterback. You have got to put him in better spots. 1st and 18. Chin takes it. It's going to be a handoff to Browning again, but this time he does not get the blocking, just a gain of 1. Just playing. I mean, he's got 7 carries for 6 yards right now. It's hard to operate like that. Double stack look. Chin. Gonna get this out to Isle Manor. He gets 1 block and he almost breaks away, but what may have been a touchdown saving tackle there ends up setting up a 3rd and 6. But now is, can they find a 3rd down conversion? That has been something slow for this team here so far. Chin directing traffic, has the bunch on the right side. He takes the snap. Trey Bueno's got a clean look. Can he bring it in with the feet in bounds? He cannot. Chin threw that one a little wide. They're going to have to punt it again. Another failed 3rd down conversion. Carroll kicks it away, though. That is tackled down quickly by Ivory. 1st and 10 for Duke. Their defense, is able to get off the field. Can Murphy and this offense put anything together? They've only gotten 3 points themselves. That's one way to do it. A quick pass over the middle. Able to find a hole in the zone. It's a 1st down. It's going to be a carry to Bates. Quincy Wiggins and Batiste lead the way with Jolly helping out on that tackle. Murphy drops back. Oh, and Rogers tries to cut that one underneath. Had 7 interceptions a year ago. That one he was not able to get to. 1st and 10. Defense is really trying to shake things up, trying to confuse Murphy. Calls an audible here. It's going to be an RPO. Gets that out quickly. Just a gain of 2. Alston Smith on the tackle there. 2nd and 8. It's going to be a carry to Bates, but Rogers, he's able to make Rogers miss in the hole, but Lewis is not missed a tackle there on the outside. Sets up now a 3rd and 2. It's going to be a direct snap to Bates, who makes an excellent move. Olsen makes the tackle, but it is a 1st down. He is looking like he is going to hit the century mark today. Is Bates. Murphy 4 wide. It's a carry to Bates with a pulling guard. He ends up shaking out Jordan and then gets around Jeremiah Jolly before Rogers finally brings him down. 1st down run. He is now just 6 yards away from that century mark. Murphy and crew continue with the hurry up. One of their best drives of the game, if not the best drive of the game. That is a pass out over to the left side. Magruder on the tackle, but it is a gain of 6. Tulane might be trying to send some pressure here. It's going to be an RPO, and that is going to be a touchdown for Duke, and they might be about to take the lead. Parker Bragg, the sophomore, finds the end zone. Just an RPO action. Tulane tried to send some pressure from that bunch set. Does not work. Duke is now taking the lead after falling behind 13-0 to start the game. I think maybe this is where you see the cracks of the youth that Tulane is playing with. Bueno again is stopped before he gets to the 20. Right now, the offense just cannot stay on the field on third downs. Way too many 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6s. Chin takes it, and Bueno is going to take a 4-yard loss on that play. Dylan Kenyon, a really nice play there. And Tulane is now going to go empty. Chin takes the snap. We'll try to get this over to his tight end, but Gunter cannot catch it. Now it is a 3rd and 14. Tulane kind of in a bad spot. Chin takes the snap. Dump this one off over the middle. It actually hits a lineman, and Tulane is going to have to punt it again. They've been unable to run the football, so a lot is getting put on Chin here. As a true freshman to try to lead this offense. Tulane could now be in a bad spot as Kilgo makes an excellent open field tackle there. But Duke with really, really good field position here. They're already on Tulane's side of the 50. Can Tulane hunker down on defense? Be a carry to Bates. It's wrapped up by Hamilton, but it is still a gain of 4. Still just 4 wide receivers despite the 2 tight end look, but it is another carry to Bates, and he gets really good blocking, breaks a tackle, and it's a first down. He's over the century mark. Tulane trying to figure something out here. It's going to be just a draw play to Bates, who is able to break the tackle of Rogers. He gets 5 on that. They're really, really struggling to stop there. And they make an adjustment. Now Duke is leaning on it. Drops back to pass. Murphy just throws it away before he gets sacked. Maintains at a 3rd and 5. Empty set. That is picked off by Kilgo over the middle. Malik Murphy makes the mistake. You're in field goal range with a chance to extend the lead up to 4. Murphy just misreads the defense, ends up throwing that right to Kilgo, who just follows the underneath receiver, jumps right in front of him. Now Tulane makes some waves on this drive now. They've got to help out Chin. This is going to be a handoff to Browning. Had a hole, just not really showing quite enough burst here early in his career. Somebody make a play. 2 tight end look. Steal. Chin drops back to take a pass. We get this over the middle to Myrtle, gets his first catch of the day, his 2nd target. He does get a first down on that. Okay, ready? I think Myrtle is definitely a guy to watch out for. Seeing how much they could potentially use him in the passing game. Chin takes the snap here. We'll try to loft this over to Al Manor, who makes an outstanding diving catch. That's the 2nd diving catch they have made for Chin today. Al Manor having an outstanding game 1. Chin gets a carry to Browning. Gain of 4. Things have certainly not been great for the true freshman. Just 16 yards on his 9 carries. 2nd and 6. Still 2 tight ends. There's a handoff to Browning. Gets up the middle enough to get a gain of 2. Let's see what they decide to do here now. 3rd and 4. Bunch set over to the right. Chin drops back, takes the snap. They set up the screen, and they're able to get it to Browning, who is able to get the first down and now gets more. Browning does take that for a first down. They have struggled to run the football with him. His 4 catches have gone for 55 yards. Bunch set. Chin drops back, takes it. He's going to try to loft this one to Preston, who cannot make the acrobatic catch for the score there. On the double. What do you do? And now go bunch set, 2nd and 10. This is a huge possession. Chin takes it, RPO out to Manor. Makes like his 10th catch of the day. It is his 10th catch for 138 yards to 3rd and 6. This is where things have gone bad for this offense. Has been on these 3rd downs, though. And Benasser is now out there. Chin takes the snap. Chin's going to scramble. He's got room to go, and Chin's going to take it into the end zone. Number 6 goes for 6. Found an opening. Nobody was there waiting on him, and Chin gets the huge scramble there on that play. Able to give Tulane the lead back. Let's take a look at the replay. Nobody open. Chin just takes off, and there's nobody waiting on him, and he gets into the end zone. Now for the 2-point conversion to go up a full score here. Chin takes the snap. Going to get this over to Preston, but he gets hit. Had the opening there on the left side, but gets hit right as he tries to throw it away. Tulane, though, is up 5. The defense is forced 2 turnovers. They're winning the turnover battle. Is that going to be enough in this one? Still got the whole 4th quarter to play. What has been a great game so far. 4 wide receivers. It is a handoff to Bates. Tries to cut it back up the middle. Hamilton does a nice job of getting off of the blocker. I really thought that Duke would give Tulane some trouble with their offensive line and would be able to run the football pretty well here. And so far, that has been true. It's another carry to Bates, but Quincy Wiggins makes a play this time. Sets up a 3rd and 8. A half sack and 3 tackles for loss for him to start his senior campaign. 4 wide receivers. Murphy, last snap of the 3rd quarter, tries to go wide. That is somehow caught on the sideline for a 1st down to end the 3rd quarter. See, Duke has been able to run the football. Tulane has had some big passing plays, but the 3rd downs for both teams have been a struggle offensively. Pick 6 from Chin has kept Duke in this game despite the bad showing on offense, but that was an excellent 3rd down play there. Sorry, I guess I should have took a look at the replay beforehand, but I did not. Bates makes a hell of a play there. Maxwell Jordan comes up and shuts it down and gain a 4. 2nd and 6. They go empty. Do they run it here? They have done that before on this. Nope, he does just drop back straight pass, and the receiver just drops it over the middle. Bates actually put him out in the slot. Did not bring that one down. Much more accustomed to just holding the football. 2 tight ends here on a 3rd and 6. Nowhere for Murphy to go. That one gets knocked away. Guess who? Altus Smith. He's not going to pick it off, but he is going to knock the ball away. And Tulane has forced another punt. Bueno back on the return. Not doing anything with it. Tulane will start at the 13. Okay, ready? Tulane has tried to bust a couple of plays to Bueno out of this formation. Do they try to do it again? They do, and he cannot get blocking again there on the outside. The tight end is hoping that he can make a play past Kenyon, but he cannot do so. They are yet again on a 4-yard loss there. Chin takes the snap. Might get the look he wants to and almost takes the safety. Monty Lowry off the edge. He didn't see him. Sets up a 3rd and 23. Comes off. He never sees him, and Chin just gets bodied on that play. Just a huge hit. Now it's a 3rd and 23. 2 tight ends. Chin is just going to hand this one off to Browning. Does gain a yard. 19 yards on 11 carries. He is really struggling. Tulane's going to have to punt this one from the back of their end zone, and Carroll does get it away. A really nice punt. and they get good coverage on him, though, and they do not. And Duke, excellent starting field position as expected. That was a huge sack for Lowry, who also had the pick six earlier. He has had a hell of a game. That was a monstrous big-time sack. Bueno, I think, had a real shot down the field. Tries to get that over to Bates. It ends up being a 9-yard loss. What is technically a run play. And he is still over the century mark despite that play. 4 wide. Just that one nice over the middle. That is going to be a gain of 16. I think Tulane's been a little aggressive on their tackles. Need to kind of calm things down here. Just calm it down. 3rd and 3. It is not a run to Bates. Just get this over the middle, though. Spencer Jones gets the first down catch. Can you keep Duke from scoring a touchdown here? It's going to be an RPO carry to Bates. It's a gain of 3 there. It's kind of a little screen over to the right side, but Murphy misses his man. So now a 3rd and 7. This is 4-down territory for how this offense is played. It's an RPO, but Quincy Wiggins gets the sack. Now up to 1.5 here in the opener. They ran the RPO. Murphy did not make a decision quick enough, though. Tulane must have read that perfectly on the end. Murphy, instead of handing it off, ends up taking a massive sack there. Now, Duke's going to have to kick the field goal. It's up and it is good. All right, so it's a 22-20 lead now for Tulane. They've been unable to run the football. Walters is going to take that just for a touchback. Backup running back. 2 tight ends, Browning in the backfield. Chin looks like he's flipping it, and he did flip it to a run on the other side. Browning, best run of the day, gets a gain of 9. They have really, really struggled to run the football. Looks like Chin might be flipping it again. It is another carry to Browning, but he gets no help from Hurst. Ends up being a loss of 3 as Lashley ends up knocking him down in the backfield. It has been tough sledding for the freshman. They go 5 wide. Chin takes the snap. Ends up hitting his lineman's head again for the 2nd time today. So I don't know if this is going to be something that's maybe, it's weird to have done that twice really early on here. He's going to have to put it away again. Carroll boots it away. Pretty decent punt. Get better coverage this time. Woodard makes a really nice open field tackle. Duke only needs a field goal. 5.5 minutes left. Really disappointing showing here for the offense. Fly across the field here. Ends up just having plenty all day to throw. Finds a receiver open on the drag. Gets a first down there. Tulane about as held to like the next 15 to 18 yards. They cannot give them up. Gets it underneath again to the tight end this time. Gets another first down. Essentially gave up all the yardage I said they could not immediately. Tulane might try to send a little heat here. Send the tight end in motion. This is going to be a run play, and it is. And Bates is able to get through the hole before Mekhi Williams and Alton Smith knock it down. It's a gain of 5. See what they got. Got a receiver open here on the right side. The tight end. Another first down. 4.5 minutes left. Tulane's complete inability to run the football has really hurt them in this game. Try to set the screen. They're blocking the guy before he even catches the ball. I don't know if that's technically needed. I guess if it was a lineman, it is. Game's 9. You almost just got to be aggressive here. Start sending pressure, get the RPO, and that is going to be a touchdown for Duke, and they have taken the lead again here. Tulane has been hit with the RPOs when trying to send heat twice now for scores. Here we go. Can Chin, with less than 4 minutes left, put together a drive for this offense? Where do you even start? 1st and 10. Got to go 82 yards. Freshman quarterback. Try to set up a screen. He does catch it. Can he maneuver around? He does, and Browning's going to get a first down. Haven't been able to run it, but they have been able to run the screens to him, along with another nice catch out of the backfield. 4 wide, Chin. This is going to be a handoff to Browning. Gets good blocking this time. Gain of 8. Chin might be getting ready to take a shot. Takes the snap. He's going to try to lob this one to Bueno, but he gets hit again. That's fine. Okay. 3rd and 2. Just got to get the first down. That's all you need right here. Chin takes the snap. Try to get this to Almander. He gets hit, and that is going to set up a 4th and 2. Game on the line here. Empty. Chin takes the snap. We get this over to Preston, who makes an excellent catch. That needs to be his go-to guy here on these 3rd downs. Just has not been so far. We are now at the 2-minute warning. They go empty. Chin takes the snap. Gets this over to Almander. Cannot catch that traffic. I think they wanted to go to a different play there and they ended up audibling out of it. 4 wide receivers this time. Chin drops back, takes the snap, gets that to Bueno, who does catch it. Gain of 7. Chin is now over the 300-yard mark. Not gotten near enough help. Chin takes the snap. Ends up trying to evade pressure. Tries to get that out to Bueno. We are now looking at another 4th down. Duke has done a really good job sending pressure at him. For the game, Chin takes the snap. And try to get that to Preston, who somehow Chin fits it in there. Tulane's going to call a timeout. Chin just absolutely threaded the needle on this play. Found the opening immediately, tried to throw it to him. That one almost gets knocked away, almost gets picked off, but Preston, again, making a huge play. But they've got to find the end zone. That's the big thing. That was just the first time out for them. Chin takes the snap, gets it over to Almander, and makes a nice catch. Gain of 8. Now less than a minute. They actually try to surprise them with the run. They'll take a second timeout here. It's a 3rd down. Tried to kind of just, I think, surprise them with the handoff there, but They just have not been able to block Duke up front. Chin takes the snap. They set up a screen. He gets it out to him, and Browning's got room to run. Puts it back to the inside. First and goal. What do you do? What do you do?
On the set.
20 seconds left. Chin drops back. He's going to take the snap. Oh, and he's going to get sacked, and Tulane's going to have to take the timeout. Not what they were looking for there, I promise you. Second and goal. He was just about to try to throw that one away. It just did not work out. Chin empty. Takes the snap. He's going to try to throw that over the middle. It's caught. No, he dropped it. Gunter unable to bring that one in. They go empty again. 10 seconds left. Third and goal. Chin drops back. Going to try to hit that one in the corner. Manor cannot bring it in. Oh, they had the pass to Gunter up the middle for the score. Fourth and goal, last play of the game, a true freshman quarterback. Chin takes the snap. He's got Gunter, and he still catches it that time. A last-minute touchdown, a last-second touchdown pass for the true freshman, Salisi Chin. Goes back to Gunter up the seam, and he's able to complete it for a score. Blake Gunter, the senior, first career touchdown, as Salisi Chin may have just saved the game for Tulane. The call, of course, here is to go for two. Not that it overly matters. Really just don't want to somehow throw a pick two in this situation. They go empty. Chin drops back, goes to Manor, who does not catch it. But Tulane is up a point. Certainly have to expect they're going to squib kick this one, and they do. Last play of the game, and he is going to be brought down, and Tulane is going to get away with a 1-point win here on the road. The true freshman quarterback, Salisi Chin, gets the job done. 350 passing yards through the air, 3 total scores. And of course, the big one being the last one, the touchdown to Gunter up the seam, giving the tight end another chance. What a game, and what a start to Chin's career. When his team could not run the football, Chin puts them on his back and gets the job done. They survive this game. They jump out to a 13-0 lead, and they had to fight and claw for this victory. See, they did outgain Duke. Had to do almost everything through the passing game. 4 of 17 on third downs, but they were 3 of 3 on fourth down, getting the job done on that last possession. Converted every fourth down on that drive. They win the turnover margin. They get the job done. Salisi Chin, 32 of 48, 350 yards. 2 scores, did throw the interception. Browning had a dreadful day on the ground. Chin, of course, had the big, long touchdown run of 28 yards. A couple of sacks really hurt his stats, but showed that he does have the wheels if we need it to get the job done there. But Browning, really tough opener for him, at least on the ground, but he was really good through the air. 6 for 79 for him through the air. Elikai Manor gets off to where he left off last year. 11 catches, 156 yards, and a score. Bueno, 8 for 64, Only found the one big explosive play to him. They tried several times, though. Preston 3 for 36, but all 3 of those catches were massive. Gunter 2 for 17, of course, did have the big score. Did have 2 drops, so that's something to keep in mind. Myrtle, maybe somebody that they use a little bit more trying to figure out this passing game, did have a catch that went for a first down. Sacks belonged to Fortenberry and Rentz. Did get 7 pancakes from Hurst, despite the fact that we could not run the ball at all. Defensively, 4 guys in double digits in tackles. Rogers, Lewis, Maxwell, Jordan had a really impressive debut. And Quincy Wiggins. Wiggins, of course, 4 tackles for loss. He also had a tackle for loss for Jordan and Cade Olson. Maybe a little bit quiet for him, but still a half-sack tackle for loss. Hard to complain about that. And Wiggins does go for a sack and a half, with a half sack going to Williams and Olsen as well. The 1 interception goes to Kilgo. The fumble recovery goes to Jolly. Fumble force goes to Maxwell Jordan. What a performance for those 2 guys there in their first game. Passes defended, had 4 guys do that, including Trey Bueno, for what it's worth. For Duke, Malik Murphy, 22 of 34, 193 yards, 2 touchdowns, an interception. Not an explosive passing game really at all, for sure. Bates, 26 carries, 117 yards. Did have a costly fumble, though. Collins did get 1 carry for 8 yards. Murphy, of course, taking some sacks certainly hurt his stats there. Stinson, 7 for 59 and a score. Taylor, 4 for 61. Nothing else is really noticeable other than Parker Bragg going for a touchdown there as well. And then defensively, Lashley, 14 tackles for them. Lowry was obviously big. Had the 7 tackles, had a sack, had the interception, the pick 6. He had a really, really good day for them. Kobe Smith had a couple of guys here with 2 tackles for loss, including Kobe Smith, who also had a half sack. So the sacks go to Wesley Williams, Lowry, Newell, and Kobe Smith. So 3 there in total. Lowry, of course, on the interception. But it's Tulane that gets the job done. What a performance. And here we are back at the menu screen. What a game. I mean, just insane. Let's advance the week. See if that gives us maybe some positive momentum in recruiting. At least off to a pretty good start there. We'll go over we just showed the stats, so we won't completely go over that, as we are in good shape for a lot of these recruiting battles. Program tradition is coming up. Always nice to see that. Quincy Wiggins is your conference defensive player of the week, of course. I'm sure he's going to win several of those. Let's take a look at the scores here across the top 25. As we had TCU over North Carolina, 29-17. Texas over Texas State. Penn State over Marshall. Miami of Ohio upsets Pitt, who was awesome last year. Big upset there early in this season. Oklahoma over UTEP, barely. We, of course, barely survived that road trip. Ohio State over Ball State. Boston College over Cincinnati. Michigan over Western Michigan. Oklahoma State over Tulsa. UTSA over Hawaii. UCF over Kansas. USC survives Fresno State. Kansas State over Wake Forest. Florida State over Tennessee in a big-time matchup early in the season. Miami over South Carolina, barely there. 46-27, Oregon over Boise State. Utah over Utah State. Syracuse barely gets by the Sharks. Georgia gets throttled by UCLA, 47-28. Big-time upset. Shocking result there. UCLA's at 2-0. Maybe they take a step up this year. Alabama over West Virginia, and Clemson over LSU in a high-scoring affair there. Of course, we showed you guys the stats. We'll just take a look at the Heisman watch. Nothing really of note changing here. As we'll take a look at recruiting. Do have a couple of points anyway to give away. I'll do most of this off camera, but just kind of want to take a look. Definitely, that's going to be a tough battle for us to win there. For Jefferson, looking good for a lot of our other players, though. Okay. I might switch up some points here or there, and we'll go from there. But definitely disappointing in the way that we ran the football. I think that's going to be key. I think Duke's got a better offensive and defensive line than you would expect, being Duke. So hopefully that is something that we can adjust and do better with, moving forward, because that's a really disappointing, start from the run game department. But I do think that Browning is going to be a big focal point of this passing game, but would like, obviously, a lot more balance than what we just got. I do not want Chin to have to be the complete reason that we're winning. So hopefully the offensive line gets it going. We can get some momentum there. Of course, I have an eye on Manor, Browning, Bueno, Preston. There's plenty of weapons for Chin to use. But the next time that I see you guys, at least in this series, we will be hosting South Alabama in a game that we're definitely better than them. And it's a little step down in competition. The Jags are not bad by any stretch of the imagination, not horrible anyway. So hopefully we can keep going. We're up to number 13 right now. If you enjoy the content, please like and subscribe. And check out my Georgia Dynasty also here on College Football 25, along with my Atlanta Hawks franchise on NBA 2K25. We're getting ready for the playoffs. They're in season 1 in that series. But yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Like, subscribe if you're enjoying. And until next time.